Welcome back to Pop Time presented by Budget Slates. My name is Sub, and these will be my best bets for this 15 game slate we have today. But before we get into that, let's go over the recap from yesterday. We go 6-3, and let's just say I'm a little bit heartbroken because Jordan Lyles looks like he's going to be the next Cy Young winner for the AL. I mean, come on, man. The dude was 0-11. Awful at home. He comes out yesterday, pitches another gem. That's back-to-back. He has sold me 2 times in a row by just throwing great performances. Got to tip my hat to the guy. But probably be on him next week, so no holds barred on that. Another heartbreak that we had yesterday was Cleveland under 10. Cleveland and who they play, Pittsburgh, game total yesterday under 10. I was really heavy on that. I really liked that game yesterday, and it was all going good. No runs in the first 4 innings or something. I was feeling good, and then Pittsburgh just decided to keep Quinn Priester in just a little bit too long. That man gave up 7 earned runs, and then they proceeded to get 11-0 blow out of the game. I lost the bet because Cleveland scored 11 runs. You can't make it up. But that's just a bad beat, and that's just the way it goes. And probably wouldn't even have cared about it if the weather in Cincinnati and San Francisco wouldn't have happened and they would have finished the game. I don't know how it's going to go today. I don't know if I'm going to get my bet cashed out if they ended up going +1.5 Cincinnati. But I guess we'll sit here and we'll find out and see how it goes. But I was really looking forward to that bet, and that was tracking very well for us as well. But 6-3 record over the slate yesterday, not bad. Hopefully we can get a little bit better, and let's see if we can go for the sweep. So the first game that we're going to break down is Milwaukee versus Philly. Tehran versus Nola. I don't really know how to feel about this game. I know Nola is on paper the better pitcher. Phillies have been really hot, but I think that they kind of bring it back today. I don't think they're going to get double-digit runs or just hit the stripe off the ball, even though Tehran isn't the best pitcher in the world, but he's serviceable, and I think it's going to be really tough for Philly to get it going today. Which leads me into my best bet of Milwaukee money line ? I think that's definitely a lean, definitely something at +175 we can get way better odds than Philly being at -200 for the win. I think that's juice to hell. Definitely no value there. They probably not even going to win, or they have a chance of not even winning. So I think Milwaukee +175 is a really, really good look here. And then if you want to get a little safer, you can go Milwaukee run line +1.5. But both of these plays are leans, but I would lean +1.5 if you want to be safe for a parlay. But if you're playing it straight, take the Milwaukee money line and sit back and watch them work today. Well, hopefully work today. Heading into the next game, and I'm going back to the well, damn it. Cleveland versus Pittsburgh. We have Grove versus Wells. Oh no, sorry. I'm looking at the next game. We have Allen versus Keller. I really think that this game is going to be a fade for me, but no. I'm sorry. I keep mixing up my notes. This game is going to be an under for me. The best bet will be a lean under 8.5. I am doubling down. I do not think these two offenses are that good, especially with Mitch Keller on the mound today. I think he really mitigates that Cleveland offense. Pittsburgh's offense isn't great by any means, and Josh Allen is serviceable. Logan Allen. So give me under 8.5. If you want get a little bit safer line, under 9 is definitely doable. Both these plays are half unit to 1 unit plays, but if you don't have the bankroll, half unit. If you do, I think 1 unit is really good, and I don't think we're going to really have to sweat this one. Now, let's go to the game I kept trying to go to. Cincinnati versus San Francisco. I think that I'm going to fade this game. They still have to finish the game from earlier. They're going to be finishing that, and then they're going to take an hour break and then go play this second game. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't even know how that game's going to end. It was 2-2, runners on second and third. That game might go into extras. It's not something I really want to go with, but if you had a gun to my head, I would take Cincinnati plus 1.5 in the game. But for me, it's going to be a fade, leave it on the shelf, and keep it moving. Let's go to the Dodgers versus Baltimore. Grove versus Wells. I've been debating this game all day long. Grove is not great. Not a great pitcher. He has trouble giving up hard contact to lefties. We kind of saw this yesterday. When you're playing Baltimore, you don't want to be the guy that's batting against lefties because they'll throw a lot at you. And they ended up covering the run total in that game. They only got 4 runs for Baltimore, but hey, we took the game total over 9, was it yesterday, and they covered at 10. I think this is going to be the same type of situation, but I think a game total here is a half unit play. But my play that I'm going to pick today, even though I don't think Grove's very good and Wells is a solid pitcher, Wells struggles against right-handed pitching, and I don't want to see that against this Dodgers team. I mean, you got Betts, you got Smith, you got Martinez. I'm going to have to check to see what the final lineup's going to be, but if they bring another righty or into, I'll take Dodgers money line for a 1 unit play. Only if they run 4 or 5 righties. If they run 6 lefties, I lean more to game total in this game. But if they run 4 to 5 righties, give me Dodgers money line for a 1 U play. San Diego versus Toronto. Musgrove versus Manoah. I think the biggest thing we all have to ask ourselves is what Manoah are we going to get in this game? Are we going to get the one that went to rookie ball and got absolutely rocked? Or are we going to get the one that pitched against Detroit last outing? Or the Manoah of last year when he was good, where he went 6 innings, 8 Ks, 1 earned? I don't know. I'm more inclined that I think Manoah's starting to figure it out. I don't know why I'm more inclined for that. I think the Padres have the better pitcher on the mound. They arguably... No, I'm not going to say that. They have the better pitcher on the mound. I think Toronto's the better offense. But if Manoah's right, and this is a big if Manoah's right, I lean under the 9.5 game total here. Because the 9.5 is just way too much for 2 pitchers of this caliber if they're both right. And that's a big if, but I'm taking a shot here. It's going to be a half unit play for me, under 9.5 a game total for me in this game. I personally have the game at 8 runs on my side, so that's another big reason why I'm playing this one. White Sox versus Mets. Giolito versus Carrasco. Now, we all know I'm a White Sox fan through and through, and we suck. But I'm riding with my boys today. I think Giolito comes out here, has a good start against this Mets team. It might be his last start for the White Sox, for all I know, in a White Sox jersey. I think he gets traded this year. So let's go out with a bang, Gio. I think Giolito has a solid start against the Mets. Carrasco isn't anything to go crazy about. I lean White Sox money line here, but my best bet is Francisco Lindor for a single. The reason why I'm choosing that one, he's 6 for 18 against Giolito with 6 singles against him. He sees the ball well. He works counts against Giolito, and it's a tough matchup for him. Giolito is solid to lefties in the last month, but I don't think this is going to be the matchup that he wants to see. Lindor has had success in the past, and I think he gets a single today against Gio. That would be my best bet. Now, that is a 1 unit play. Let's hop on over to arguably one of the most exciting games on the slate, where we can see a bunch of fireworks. We have Arizona versus Atlanta, Davies versus Elder. I looked at this and I was really trying to decide which is going to be the best game for me, or which was going to be the best line for me. Is it an Atlanta money line? No, it wasn't Atlanta money line. It's just too juiced. I mean, they were just minus 220 favorites and lost the other day. I don't want the minus 200 here in this matchup. I think that I can get better value somewhere else, and they're not a good run line covering team. So I'm going with the over 10 total in this game. I put it out last night in the VIP in our Discord, Budget Slates. If you ever want to join, DM me on Twitter. But I have put that out last night as one of my best plays for today. I do love Arizona versus Atlanta. Davies, excuse me, struggles against lefties. He will see some really good lefties in this matchup. And if you look on the other side, Elder, he struggles against righties over the last month, and he will see some righties that can touch him up a little bit. Christian Walker, Lourdes Gurriel, Evan Longoria, just to name a few guys that can really have a success against him today. And even the lefties are still serviceable, really good players. I mean, you got Corbin Carroll, Marte, Perdomo leading off for this team. So this is going to be a tough lineup for Elder today. I think this over 10 total is a really good spot with the weather and Atlanta being close to 100 degrees. And with the dew point of over 50, yeah, sign me up. That ball's flying today. Game over 10 total for 1.5 unit. Let's ride. Next game, Miami, Edward Cabrera versus St. Louis, Montgomery. Jordan Montgomery on the mound. If we were to stay, yesterday I took St. Louis money line, and I was a little bit scared, but you know what? I trusted the tools. I trusted what I was seeing, and it was St. Louis money line all the way. They're getting hot. They're getting right at the right time, and I'm going back to the well. My best bet is St. Louis money line against Edward Cabrera. He hasn't pitched in a while, and when he was pitching, he had a lot of control issues, and he was struggling a little bit to righties. Playing St. Louis today, you got Goldschmidt, you got Nolan, you got Contreras, you got O'Neill, you got DeYoung, you got Jordan Walker that's been hitting it a little bit. This is not the matchup for people. This is not the matchup for Cabrera when the St. Louis Cardinals are hitting the ball. Give me St. Louis money line. I'm not overthinking it. Lock it and load it. Washington versus Chicago. Patrick Corbin versus Taillon. Now, if you're looking at this, both of these pitchers are ass. They're both awful. Not good. Corbin has been serviceable. He has been better than what he was. He has been better than what he was last year. Trust me, it was a laughing stock of the year. He's definitely turned it around, became serviceable for this Washington team. Taillon, I mean, this guy, put a lefty in front of him, and my goodness, he can't get him out if he wanted to. And then you're gonna see a couple good lefties in this lineup that can put the ball in play. The righties are still serviceable. Went back and forth, and you guys might call me crazy for this, but I am locking in Washington money line. Yes, we're riding with Patrick Corbin today. Nationals money line, lock it in. Fuck the Cubs. No, not really. That was rude. But seriously, Nationals money line. I don't know why. I have a gut feeling I'm going against everything in me to pick this money line here, but this is where heroes are made, baby. Watch the money line. Lock it. Heading over to Texas versus Tampa Bay. Evaldi versus Bradley. Which Bradley are we going to get today? We saw Bradley last start against his team, 3 2/3, gave up 5 runs, got out of there really quick. I mean, we know this Texas team is a top offense against lefties and righties, and it doesn't matter who you put in front of them, they hit the damn ball. I don't know for sure right now. I need to look if the roof is going to be open, but if it is, the wind will be blowing out, and it's 100 degrees in Texas. This is not the spot that you want Taj Bradley to be in today. I'm just double checking something, see if I can find it really quick. Give me 1 second. So we'll see if this roof is going to be open. I don't know yet. Can't find it. I'm keeping moving. Don't know if the roof's going to be open, but if it is, definitely taking the over 8.5. I like it regardless if the roof is closed or open. Over 8.5. I know they showed us yesterday, but hey, water under the bridge to me. Or you could take Texas money line in this matchup if you like. I think those are two really good looks. Those are both 1U plays depending on what you want to play, or you could play both and then let it ride, put it in the same game parlay. I think that would be a really good look in this matchup, Texas versus Tampa Bay. Detroit versus Kansas City, Skubal versus Lynch. First things first here. Tariq Skubal is a damn good pitcher, but Tariq Skubal is pitching with kids' gloves today. Detroit doesn't have much to play for, and this is going to be their future. This is their guy right here. They're not about to run him in the ground for what? For what? I still believe that he will be on an innings limit here, not a pitch limit, on an innings limit. They've been capping him around 4 innings. He might go 5 today. His line was floating around at 15.5 pitching outs today. Take the under. Don't think about it. If you see it at 14.5, I'm still inclined to take it for under for some plus money. But if you see it at 15.5 somewhere, I put it out earlier in the VIP. Definitely get that play in, because I think that's going to be an easy cash either way it goes. And with that said, that's one of my best bets in this game, and the second best bet in this game is under 8.5 total runs. Skubal is a great pitcher. He's solid. If you look at Lynch on the other side, he has had a great last 30 days, the last month. He is mitigating lefties and righties against him. He's not giving up too many hits. He's preventing hard contact. This is a guy that I want to see in this game, and this is even a nerfy possibility. I just looked at that. I'm looking at it as a little bit more. This is a nerfy possibility for me. So under 8.5, if you want a little more safety, you can get under 9.5 for -170. You can play the nerfy in this game here under 0.5 runs, and I think you sit back and let it make some money for you. Excuse me. The best opportunity here for a K pitcher is Houston versus Colorado. Brown versus, I don't know this guy's name. I don't know. A guy I've never heard of. But Brown versus Colorado. My best bet in this game is Hunter Brown. I have him projected very well in my projections, projecting very well in our model. I have it projecting well against this Colorado team. There's a lot of Ks in this lineup, and when I mean Ks, I'm talking about 35%, multiple people with over 30% K rates. A lot of them. I know the game's in cores, and that makes it a little bit more scary, but I think Hunter Brown comes in here, gets the job done. My best bet for this game is Brown over 5.5 Ks. You can go find it on multiple books. You can find it on Prize Picks, Sleeper, or anywhere else you play. Brown 5.5 Ks is my best bet for today. New York versus the Angels. I don't have any read on this game. I don't really know what's going to happen. I don't love either pitcher in this game, but I don't know if either of these offenses are going to get it going. So I loved the game yesterday, and they both flopped. 7 runs in that game. I had the over 8.5. They even went to extras, and the Yankees couldn't score from second base. That was stupid. So I think I'll fade this game, leave it on the shelf. I'll just watch it, get to watch Ohtani, see if he can do another bat flip for us for the culture, right? Hopping into Minnesota versus Seattle. We got Obear versus, I'm not going to scream it, Woo. Obear versus Woo in this matchup. And here's a crazy stat for you guys. My best bet, before we get into that, my best bet is under 7.5 for this game. You can also go under 8.5 if you want a little bit of safety. But the crazy stat, in 14 starts for Obear, he has hit this under game total. He has hit his under game total in 12 of those starts. And he is even better on the road than he is at home. He will be facing Seattle in Seattle. I think this is a really, really great spot for Obear and these struggling offenses to go under the 7.5 game total. Even though they went over yesterday, they had a good day. They got Gilbert out of there pretty early. I really like under 7.5 for this game total. It's a 0.5 to 1 unit play for me. Boston versus Oakland. I don't have anything for it. Medina versus Walter. No, this isn't a game that I want to play. This isn't a game I even want to waste time with. So, if you guys have, so that's the episode. And if you guys have any questions, anything, feel free to put them in the chat. Feel free to call in and let me know what you guys think or what you guys want to know. And I will be able to answer it. I'll wait a few minutes, see if we get anything. And if not, I will see you guys tomorrow and after recash. See you. Anything, guys? Anything in the chat? Anybody want to call in? What is my top money line or top plays for the books? I do agree. You can play Boston money line. I do think they win today. I didn't check the odds on that. Oh, I wear this hat because that's where I'm a coach, and this is my school's logo. It's not. It has nothing to do with Boston. It's an orange hat, not a red one. I do think Boston can win. I didn't check the odds on that or anything, but I do think that's a good bet. Some of my favorite bets today would be Detroit versus Kansas City under 8.5. You could take the under 9.5. I really do like that play. With Scooball under 15.5 pitching outs. I also, yeah, it is a nice parlay piece. I also really like Arizona versus Atlanta over 10 total. I know that's kind of scary. It might have moved from when I wrote this down earlier when I was taking my notes, but Arizona versus Atlanta over 10 total, like that today. And if I had to give you one more, I don't want to give you a player prop, another one, but if it was, it would be Brown 5.5 Ks. But let's get a plus money play in there. Let's get a little frisky, right? Let's have some fun. Plus money play of the day. I think it would be a little cheating if I took the Dodgers plus 100, so they're going to be out of it. I think if I had to take a plus money play, I'm taking Washington money line today. That would be my plus money play of the day. Washington money line. Anything else? You guys got anything else? Feel free. Feel free to ask. It was under in the Tigers Royals game, correct? Yes, under in the Tigers Royals game. Under 8.5. You can also get under 9.5. I don't think it's that much of a difference. I mean, I think it's like minus 125 to minus 165 or something. So just depending on if you want to make it a parlay piece or if you want to play it straight, you could play either way. You guys got anything else for me? All right, perfect. I'm gonna leave it there. Gonna get this up and rendered, put it up on YouTube. If you guys want to go back and listen to anything, if you're a little late, and let's just keep it moving. Let's cash out today. Feel really good about everything out in the community for us today, and I'm ready to count some green. You guys have a good one. See you. Oh, hold on. Bad, thank you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate it so much. That means a lot to me. Yeah, it's going to be something I do Monday through Fridays. I'm going to get it up. I will not be doing it Thursday at all, because I will be busy. I will be out of town. So, but when I get back on Friday, they will start again. But yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Really trying to bring more to you guys. So much love. I see you guys. Peace.